All right. Back to OpenRA. Well, Combined Arms. I've been saying I wanted to do this for a while. Finally got some time. Obviously, since the anniversary stuff, been filling days so far, and we'll fill later today. So we're not going to get through all of these today. Tuesday, I think, is when I'll get a chance to finish off these. Yeah, Tuesday. We're aiming for Tuesday. I have here a section of games. These were sent to me by Doc. I'm just going through them. Nico and Altera. Who Cares and RBQ. Milkman. Kilkakon. Dark. And Kato. I feel like this should probably be the first one we do. Just because I think this will be the first Combined Arms game I've cast on my own. And it's also been like 3 weeks since I played at Combined Arms, so I'll have forgotten everything, right? So we can fuck up when it's Dark playing. Inno and Reddened. Inno and Tengu. Another Inno and Tengu. Cat and Milkman. IG. That's what we're going with here. IG and Oops. Who Cares and Altera. Again, Milkman and Betty. I'm just going to say Bet. Milkman and Bet again. Milkman and Sindril. Hey Dean, how you doing, man? What I want to do before this is quickly there's two things I need to do. One is quickly look at my hotkeys. Why? Because there are some casting hotkeys. Blah, blah. Disable strategy equals slow speed is undefined. Oh yeah, I don't think it reset my hotkeys. And we'll do F-top for that. Oh wow, with the 50, damn man, 50 months. Like this mod has tournaments. It does, man, it does. I don't think they're too often. I think there's like one a year. I'm sponsoring part of this, by the way. I had so much fun doing Combined Arms when Dark said about a tournament. I was like, fuck it, have some fun. He's sponsoring. I said I'd match his sponsorship. I think he's either doing $50 or £50 sterling, which is like $65. So I'm doing the same. And then I think somebody else has thrown in some. I can't find the channel where this was all discussed, or if it was discussed, or where he posted how much the prize pool was. Oh, there are pinned messages. Did he post the challenge link? There is a challenge page. Let me see if I can bring this up. or like find it. Either way, what you want to look at, chat, is this. I'm about to bring up the scores as they stand, by the way, as of yesterday. So if you don't want to know, I'm not going to cast every game. There's been too many. I missed too many because I was away on holiday. Otherwise, I would have cast a lot more. This is just the group stage, though. So that when it gets out of the groups, because we're not there yet, obviously, I'll have a lot more time. So maybe we should not look at this yet. Maybe we should hey Aura, how you doing, man? Hey Velo, hey Doc. Let's not look at the scores yet. Let's not look at the scores. Let's watch the games first, and then we can see how the people that we spectate, see if they won overall or not. Let's do it that way. So replays, what I need to do, actually, settings, hotkeys, spectator. Slow speed is F11. There's no pause button, is there? And there's no rewind. So if I think something's about to happen, I'll have to spam F1, F11. Pause is just pause. Oh yeah, duh, there is pause. What am I saying? There is pause. Famously, massively used by me. Whoops. It's a good day. Right. Well, like I said, group stage aren't quite over yet. And then when it gets out of groups, I'll make an effort to cast every single game out of the groups and go from there. Now first, as promised, we have to start with Dark. He did put in a game of his recovering sleep deprivation. Nah, not anymore. Not anymore. I'm good now. Got back into sleep schedule of going to bed at 4 and waking up at 10, which I really didn't want to do. But it seems that's the only way my body will behave. Anyway, let's go with this. So 17-minute games. The average here, 19, 14, 13, 23, 17. Okay, we'll get through about a third of these, I think, today. Let's go with this.
Battle control initialized.
Okay, so we have Dark over here on the left, and then we have Kato over here on the top. No, we have Kato over here on the top left, Dark over here on the bottom right. I have no context how good these people are. That would have been why I wondered about looking at the overall scores to get an idea. What I want to do is change the vision. So we got Collector 76. I should point this out. Dark is... Do you mind? Thank you. Dark is Collector 73. Bonuses are... gets an Atomizer and a Leecher. Replaces the Corruptor. We've seen those. This is on patch 1.04 as well, by the way. So it's slightly different to what I played. Bonus... I'm just going to look at the bonuses. Field Manipulator. 20% discount. Suppression Field. Well, we'll see how he uses those. Not something I would ever touch in a million years. Kato, Stealth Sect. Nod Shadow. Is that a thing when I was playing? Yeah, of course it was. Yeah, of course it was. What am I talking about? Kato is one of the best Nod players. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I'm casting this with... I'm not gonna pretend to be very good at casting open RAL combined arms. I don't know it in and out. So you'll have to bear with me, I'm afraid. This is more of exposure for the players than me to show off how good at casting I am. I want to see what players can do. This is far more of a learning experience for me, as to how to play combined arms well. Stealth tank, 10% discount, stealth generator. +4+ range. Gee, that's nice. Okay, let's resume. Disable shroud. No. Oh yeah, you can see the whole map, can't you? So we have oils on this map, as is tradition. We have 1 oil apiece. Now what stats can we look at here? Should I blow the UI up after this? I have to off this game. Would that be helpful? Might make this larger. Using I. Nope. No, okay, no. Disable shroud is negative. So we've got a lot of warriors out for dark. An awful lot. And he's bunching them up in these groups. But Kato, not an idiot. And knows, hey, why not send units all around the map to scout? Dark, see that? Just. Did Kato know he was there? I mean, game sense will tell you that he should be there, right? If you haven't seen Dark and you're not in the middle yet. What's Dark's reaction? Yeah, now that immediately pulls back. Okay. Economy. I mean, looks good. Production. Top powers. Combat. Army. Army value graph. Earnings. I'm gonna leave it on eco for now. Am I? No, I'm gonna leave it on basic. Yeah, basic. Want to see how much money these guys have. It equals this disable shroud. Ah, that's it. That's it. And 9 and 0 are 0 is toggle between players. Cool. Okay, I've got that. Sweet. Excellent. Thank you very much, Smiley. First light tank out. First bit of armor. Should I speed it up? Is this the speed it was played at? I think it is, isn't it? Normally 15 in the game, 1 is switch over V per player and team. Gotcha. Here we see players not building a second MCV but moving, obviously. That is the meta. What's the army looking like? We have refineries being produced. More refs? Yeah, I suppose they're doing... Yeah, well, they've just expanded, haven't they? How stupid of me. Oil derricks respawn over time. Dark? Buddy? Up. Did your energy die? Completely forgot that was an oil down there. Alright, well, we've got a few cannons set up. That's nice. I got the interloper. It's kind of like a heavy APC, I think of it. I always thought it was like a tank, but yeah. It's more like a heavy AP. I think treat it like a heavy buggy. Infiltrators? Ravager, sorry. Anti-infantry. Very passive game. Kato, a little bit ahead with that eco. And of course, players get a percentage of the cash back. No tech yet from Kato. We're still on tier 1 here. Oh, tier 2, tier 1.5. I don't know what you call it in OpenRA. This is looking scary now though with artillery. That ball. Dark's army, 50% more expensive. He's got the tier 1.5 for him. What are we producing? Are we producing another power plant? Temple of Nod. There we go. We'll call that tier 2, and we'll call the temple tier 3. Storm Riders. Leeches will be good for anti-infantry. And to repair all of your units. Storm Rider to scout. That artillery, the rocket troopers doing a lot of work. Storm Rider distracting the rockets though. It looks like Dark's got this. But that artillery, man. Is just going to ruin that. If Dark's army was flipped round, infantry on top, mech on the bottom, I think that might have gone differently. Buggy, just causing problems. But the warriors are being pumped out. Dark building. Another warp sphere. Not another racks. Uh-oh. Apaches. These are going to cause problems. So Kato's Kato's destroyed an extra 30%. And you can see that, and you can see in the army values, they've spent the same amount on military. Dark has lost more as Eek. It's obviously building more expensive units. A lot of defenses though for Kato up at the top. I like that. I like that. Dark's not gone in for the defenses. He's gone in for the infantry. He's gone in for the units, sorry. How many commandos do you snipe? Did I miss a commando?
Time to rock and roll.
I love this. This is really smart. Infantry all around. One so far. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're doing. Yeah. Worth it for a Storm Rider. Nice. Those Apaches doing so much work though. I A real lack of AA from Dark. You know what we're great right about now? A Devastator battleship.
Time to rock and roll.
Another commando. Ooh, gliders. Uh-oh. Lay down the power. He's not low power though, is he? No. Miles off being low power. Do we have a mine account? Yeah, you can see. Kills and deaths? Call it identical. But Dark's lost a third more. 25% more. And I just don't think this is the build versus what is clearly a heavy anti-infantry build. Anti-light build. Like, the artillery are taking out the infantry, which means that rocket troopers can take out the mech. Why did you take this fight? Oh, nice snipe on the Apache, though.
Time to rock and roll.
Dark's eco. Yeah, I thought it was eco. He's gonna run into a problem. Because gonna struggle with long distance mine this. This is miles away for the MCV to move, and this is in enemy territory. There's Temple Prime. We're gonna get cyborgs. Where's the Leecher? Leecher is like a anti-infantry unit. Single shot, single target. But when your Leecher dies, it turns into a ball of energy, which counts as like a unit. Can be killed, but that ball of energy is basically it respawning. Think of it like a Phoenix egg. And it also heals everything in the area around the Phoenix egg. So it turns into a ball for like 10 seconds when it dies. It can be killed, but if it isn't killed, it comes back full health. There you go. Stealth tanks. Stealth Apaches as well. I don't see how Dark wins this. Wow, you actually lost it? I guess you had nothing up there, so you couldn't defend it. Fair enough, fair enough. This attack on the bottom, this should do a lot of damage to Kato. This is an active mining patch. And if you can get the miners as well. It's going to obviously heal on Tiberium. Dark is well low power. I must have missed something there. But he can't push in. Not anymore. Gun. No. Difficult to take out the Apaches there and micro all the units. We look at the upgrades. Is there an upgrades button? No. Nice try. No cigar. Yeah, he can't push into this because his units will fan out and get clipped by them up there. The Apaches, the Comanches, sorry. Ah! Kato, hazmat suits, howitzers? Oh yes, of course, howitzers. Artillery, what is it? They've got a rotating turret, but less range. Or more range, but lower rate of fire. It's one of the like pros and cons upgrade, not just a pro upgrade. Like hazmat suits has no downside, which is why it's green. The yellow upgrades are it changes the unit, gives it different positives and negatives. Best example is like the laser upgrade for Nod. Makes all of your tanks fire lasers, makes them better at anti-infantry, but worse at anti-tank. But, you know, and you can't reverse it. Stealth Comanches coming in here. What other upgrades? Tip-core missiles, enough Comanches, yeah. I think that's really Nod's bread and butter. Those are kind of compulsory upgrades to get. Dark is now in real danger here. And that's GD. That was a nice game.
Battle control terminated.
Nod looking quite powerful there. It's Grin looking pretty weak. Maybe Nod needs a nerf, Dark. That's my takeaway. That's my takeaway, man. Nod needs a nerf. Right, let me see if upping the UI. Does upping the UI change the observer UI size? Oh crap. Wrong button. Whoopsie daisy. I can just keep you under a lot of pressure in a lot of different ways. Yeah, a lot of cheap crap. And hit and run, which is just a nightmare. Especially when you can't build outside of a ring around your MCV. I think that's the real takeaway here. Okay, well, the rest of them, let's I feel like we should do them in pairs. Like if there's clearly two games from the same series, we should do both. Makes sense. So let's start at the top, otherwise I'm gonna get lost. These are all played on the same day, apart from this one, which may or may not have been played on the same day. No, they weren't. They were played on completely different days. Let's start at the bottom. This is the earliest game we've got. Syndril versus Milkman. We have... Well, we can see when we're in game.
Battle control initialized.
Yeah, it does make it bigger. Okay, cool. Is that big enough? Or I can make it bigger, right? Next game. Maybe we just, like, really pump up the size of this. Makes it easy for me to see it as well. Okay, so what we want to have a quick look at here is ARC. Actually, I should pause it. ARC, Advanced Robotics Command. GDI, but drones. Via upgrades. So Mammoth drone replace Mammoth tank. Battle drone replace battle tank. These have pros and cons. They are slightly weaker, question mark. But Mammoth drone can auto heal up to 100% health, not 50. They can be EMP'd. Or no, they can be hacked. which won't come up in this one, but they can be hacked by the Nod hackers. They cannot be mind controlled by Scrin Traveler. One of the longest running CA players alongside Who Cares, but he had maybe a year out of action, so he's pretending a little rusty. Okay. Jackknife, I think off the top of my head is a suicide drone. Named after a real IRL suicide drone. Milkman is a regular open RA player, but hasn't got much experience in CA. Okay, so we've got a regular, average, we'll say. Oh no, I have regular open RA, but not much experience in combined arms. I'm with you. Gotcha. Yeah, so we've got somebody who knows the engine and how it plays, but doesn't know the minutiae of the game. Like if you're really good at Red Alert 2, but then you play Mental Omega, that kind of thing. Probably the best example I can think of. Recon Drone, I like ARC. I like ARC quite a lot from the campaign. Zocom, however, Ion Mammoth, replace Mammoth Tank. Basically, more damage, more boom. Sonic Amplifiers, replace your advanced guard tiles, such as CMC3 style Sonic Wave Cannon. Bonuses, Advanced Comm Center, 40% discount. We may or may not see that. Hazmat suits equipped to standard, so free hazmat suit. But I think you still have to research it. It's not like you get it from the start. Additional comm centers, 50% discount. 40% discount on the advanced command center, right? Yes. Worth mentioning for the ARC, by the way, your robots go offline if you lose your comm center, which is why there's a discount on them. It's like robot tanks and Red Alert 2. Drone carrier is a naval unit, so we're not going to see it. Mobile center array discount. So ARC, I like its bonuses are really heavily leaned into the robotic stuff, as opposed to some factions in both Combined Arms and other games where one faction is supposed to be an infantry faction, but you don't feel like it's really heavy infantry focused and nothing else. ARC feels like it leans into its trope, its lore, probably more heavily than most of the other factions. Milkman also runs the regular open RA ladder. So quite experienced then. So yeah, we have drone tech, slightly cheaper, versus Zocom, which is slightly more expensive, slightly more damage. From a very basic perspective. 1 oil. 2 oil. Wait, what? Yeah, 1? There's 4 oils on the map. 2 in the middle. Yeah, 2 in the middle. 1 there. 1 there. But the basic units here are going to be mirror matchup. So this will be really interesting to see. Production. Interesting. So Singel's obviously the more experienced player. He's the player that knows what he's doing, but it's going to be slower because he hasn't played in a while. Milkman's a regular open RA player, so he's going to be faster, but he's going to have to pause and think about what he wants to do. Like me when I play Mental Omega. Interesting, Sindel going for the ref war. That's not meta in open RA as I understand it. Open RA meta tends to be double ref then war. How is this affecting the eco? Singel's eco's looking okay. It's going to be worse, and then it's going to get better. If he can stay above 0 the entire time, this is the better build. If he lasts long enough.
Others.
Hey, Zooey. A reminder, PSA, I am doing Tiberian Sun Rubicon showcase later in 3 hours with Crimsonium, the mod dev. I'm going to do some campaign and then some multiplayer with him. Campaign apparently has been reworked. I have the tester build, dev build for it. I've never played Rubicon, so that's going to be interesting. That's going to be evening, all evening. But I'm probably going to finish a bit early with this, eat, bake it, and then eat, because I've got to start earlier than I normally would for Rubicon. That's planned for the rest of the day. Hey, so we got this APC Great Scout unit. Nice and armored. But hey, Sandro taken completely by surprise. Oh, there's some grenadiers in here. He does get a heavy amount of squish. Oh! Uh-oh. He's trying to produce a ref. Why are you trying to produce rifleman, buddy? Have you even got the cash? I would sell a power plant. Being low power does not matter if you don't have any money to spend. It's like if you're broke and you're low power, don't build a power plant. Build a miner or a ref. Because building a power plant will get you high power, but you're still not going to be able to produce units quickly because it's going to keep starting and stopping. And that's just general RTS. You don't want to engage? Why not? Why? I don't get this. Why are you letting him? Surely you... Maybe he doesn't think he wins that? Finally, we have a ref back up. I don't think he realized. Because he didn't see the MCV here, right? Okay, so he knows the MCV is there. He saw that. Whoops. That button. But he might have thought that was already a ref here. Because otherwise you should have gone into like there were 5 conscripts, 5 riflemen and almost at APC, and he had loads of medics and riflemen and mostly rocket troopers, but medics and riflemen. The mass would have taken out the 5 units that were here. Obviously more riflemen were added, but never got these oils. Well, in fact, before the second ref was matter 2 years ago. What did you change, Dark? Do you think that's why he did that? Because he's kind of out of practice with the current build? Second ball factory. Orcas. Vulcans. Oh, we've gone firepower upgrade, have we? Where's the upgrade center? Don't you need the upgrade center for firepower? You've gone vision range. Oh, yeah. It's on the comm center, isn't it? Is it? Increase starting cash to... Hang on. Increase starting cash 6k so you can afford more infantry and also buff the AA units, so getting early aircraft in 32 helps. Gotcha. Sonic Tower, no AA. Do AGTs have AA? I've completely forgotten if AGTs have AA. They should do. Wait. How are these guys all... they must come from a dropship or something. AGT, no AA. Okay. He's not gonna get it. Nice try. The blue sort of pastel color does look quite nice. They look a bit like Micro Machines. Those of you who remember Micro Machines, if you were a kid in the late 90s, early 2000s. This does get spotted. What's the response? Special Zocon features. Well, what upgrades have we got? Yeah, so we've gone for Bombardment for Milkman and Search and Destroy for Sinjul. Which makes sense, I think. I'm a big fan of a Search and Destroy. Not appreciating value as much as Lego though. Wait, did they appreciate at all? I've got like loads. I've got the Cloud. I've got Bespin Cloud City, which I found out at Christmas is worth a lot of money, and the Boba Fett that goes with it, and I think another Boba Fett, like the same model. Pretty sure I've got 2 or 3 of those Bobas, and they're like $6,000 a piece. Cloud City's like 10k, 8k to 10k. It's nuts. Like out of the box, but all the pieces. I've got all of most of my Lego Star Wars stuff built in boxes back in my parents' place. Oh wow, that's a lot. Yeah, this is where superior firepower comes in. Getting in nice and close. Sinjul's just got nothing to defend this. It was a real shame because he was hamstrung so hard early on.
Rock and roll.
I don't think there's any comeback for him. Pretty sure I've got like the I don't know if you remember, Dark. There were 2 Micro Machine bases. There was a civilian one and a military one. They were like they transformed into like cars, giant truck cars, and then you like open them like a cardboard box. I think I've got military one.
Time to rock and roll.
The wings on the helicopters and Micro Machines were the things that always broke. Okay, Milkman's MCV in a bit of trouble. Yeah, that's not the right units. Oh, good Warthog attack. Tank that unfolded into a base. I didn't remember seeing that. I never had it though. Commando. Ah, flank attack. Both players absolutely broke. Sindel doing well considering his eco was crap at the start, obviously. He can defend this with the Merls. Bad targeting by Sindel. We'll get the Commando though. Mammy. No, he doesn't. Uh-oh. No, this is a sensor array. Sensor array stealth ring is like here. But then the ring you see is it will like mark targets even in Shroud. So if we go to his vision, there's nothing, you can't see it, but it would come up here. Maybe when a unit comes in here, I'll show you.
Time to rock and roll.
Oh, he's moving it. Yeah, okay, we'll see it here. So you can see that the buildings are there. Can't see infantry, but you can see vehicles. You can see, he sees this. Like, he doesn't know what building is here because Sindel just placed a guard tower, but he knows there's a building there. He also sees aircraft. He sees vehicles as these icons. So he knows there's a tank coming, which is why he just parts his disruptor there. Okay, turns out it's harvester, but they are very useful. Up to the F-23 or X-23, I should say. Yeah. Alternative to the F-22. And I think, unfortunately, for Sindel, this is going to be all she wrote. Gatling tank? Yeah. GG. That early game attack, man, was devastating.
Battle control terminated.
Absolutely devastating. Let us see. No. Well, yes. Let us see if Milkman can do just as well against Bet. If it's French, it's Bet. If it's English, it's Betty. And a different GDI faction. I love GDI. GDI's best faction. I'm considering adding maybe a 150% speed. Man, I was thinking that at the very start, Dark. I didn't say it, but when I talked about is this normal speed, I haven't tried 200%, but that's because I think it'll be too fast. I think like a 150 would be ideal. Oh man, used to be an absolute beast in open RA. Well, if you're watching the stream, if you're watching the VOD, just watch it at 1.25 or 1.5 speed. Right. So who have we got here? We got some observers here. So we have Russia. Russia gets parabombs and stormtroopers. Tesla reactors. Tesla tanks. Tesla discount, shock trooper discount, Tesla trooper discount, Kirov Tesla bombs. So let's see if the meta is, because I have no idea. Let's see if the meta is to use shock troopers. Tesla troopers are an upgrade to shock troopers. Let's see if the meta, if 10% discount promotes their use, or whether Russia players still ignore shock troopers. I don't know. Hover mammoths. Kind of the worst of a lot, I'd say, of the 3 GDI factions. There are 3, right? Yeah. Hover mammoths are more of a utility. If there's water on the map, great. Actually, are they more maneuverable now I think about it because they're hover? It depends. I don't know. I don't know how I can't remember how. I never really paid attention to how the engine deals with hover and acceleration and unit turning. They move and turn faster. There you go. There you go. So yeah, more maneuverable. Wisteria Wand and Swords, absolutely fucking cinema. Holy shit. Is that the anime Bowser or is that a game? Why do I know that word? Is the Milk Planet's beta. Shut up. Milkman, yeah, sorry. Orca Afterburner, so faster orcas. Aircraft 10% discount. So yeah. Rapid reaction force, all about speed, maneuverability. Hover miles. Hover miles. Chef's kiss. The anime. Okay, yeah, I still need to watch more of that, man. Let's see how this goes. Dark, which who was it who wanted ahoy to be how you greet somebody on the telephone? I assume that's why you do that. I always get confused as to who did it. Which way around it was. Because was it, I mean, was it Bell who wanted the telephone, when you answer the telephone, it to be ahoy? Oh, yeah, show them. Yeah, yeah. I mean, in English, ahoy is what sailors like. Is a standard. Well, ahoy is a standard word in English, often used by sailors. Bell wanted ahoy hoy. That was it. Ahoy, howdy, and aloha. So, well, yes, I didn't do an oil check. Crap. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're still in the middle, so no safe oil. But if the players are slightly less aggressive, then they will take 2 each, right? If they're slightly more aggressive, then no one will get any oils, right? That's kind of normally how it works. because 3 out of 4 of the oils get ignored and everybody's fighting over 1. Or you decide, hey, my opponent's gone one way, I'm gonna go the other, and we'll get 2 oils each. I'm gonna say Bet. Bet and Milkman both compete in RAGL, the main open RA tournament. I think they're a similar level judging by the standings. Nice. What is 200%? Let's have a look. Maybe we can do 200% at the start. It is a bit fast. But they're both playing very passively at the moment. Income, a little bit the same. Ahoy. Milkman, fuck's sake. Milkman definitely ahead a little bit though. Doing a little bit of scanning with his BTR. Sees the underploy and knows which way Milkman is going. Oh man, 1 Harvey down. Interesting. Why are you a Harvey down? Now you've got 4 Harveys. Compulsory every time you see a Katusha to hum that song. No, Cab, no. I couldn't convince Cab, man. He started ignoring me. I was quite annoyed him. Okay. I think it was a no. Well before, like when he said maybe, I was like, oh, okay, fine. I asked him again, and the first ignore should have been code for no, and then the more I asked, the more he was like, fuck off. Probably also knew that I wanted to clown on him. Very passive game here. Very passive. We've gone with the firepower bonus for GDI. Probably a good idea. You're out armored and out damaged by the Soviets. Then again, you're more maneuverable. So there's an argument to say fire and move and longer range. And go with the Search and Destroy long range upgrade. Tesla reactor. Nice chunk of power. Do we have any tech yet? Yes. Tech centers. What are we building now? I will up the size of this actually. Next game. Somebody please remind me. Are they leaning into Deathball steamrolling? Yeah. I mean, that's kind of their faction, right? Both factions get heavy hitting armor. Everyone knows Mammy tanks, best tanks in the game. AGTs, Warthogs, Hovermerls, and Mammies. Hovermerls and Mammies. Oh, damn. Milkman living up to his name, being a sexy motherfucker. Oh yeah, drop the reinforcements. It's GDI power. GDI sort of well, power. Yeah, a reinforcement drop, which is with a Vulcan and 5 imp. Yeah, 2 rockets, 2 rifle, 1 grenadier. Have a quick look at the upgrades. We got firepower, we have hazmat suits, and we have Vulcan APC. Might get the ref. No cigar. My guy? That was not spotted, I don't think. Here we go, here's the fight. Bet disengages. Problem is you lose oh yeah, they're out of ammo. Problem is you lose so many units when you disengage from a fight. Oh man, looking very good. Now Bet spotted this. Bet should be slightly worried, because the equivalent would be for Bet to be over here. Now of course Milkman did not get top right. Bet did get the bottom left. Could get AGTs there. This is obviously what Milkman was planning. And unfortunately for Bet, there's really nothing that I can see it go in their favor. Commando and the Hovermerls just going to eat these infantry up with the superior firepower. Value is good. Oh, okay, no, the heavy armor punches through. Bet now in a leading position. And the Merls are targeting the wrong thing. I feel like they should be targeting the infantry blobs. Especially if you know you're going to lose, right? If you know you're going to lose, you want to kill as many enemy units as possible. Oh! My guy, my brother in Christ, why would you build your own curtain forward? Was that a misclick? Why wouldn't you build it, like, there?
Time to rock and roll.
MCV in danger. Upgrade center. Yeah, see, the upgrade center built in the correct place. Ish. What's the eco looking like? Bet with nothing, no. Milkman with bank. MCV lives. Commando doing absolute work there. On hold? I don't think he realizes that's on hold. That's pausing one of his war factories. That's huge. Can't see which war factory it is though. I think it's this one. Yeah, it is. There's War Factories on hold. That's devastating. That is devastating. Sunday gin and tonic or full English breakfast taking it so. No, I haven't had full English breakfast in ages actually, man. Milkman. Ah. It's like the husband came home from work. Got absolutely caught with his trousers down. Low power. Nothing left to use. And that's a GG. God damn, that turned around. Like shortly, about 5 seconds after I said, I don't see how Bet can win this. Yeah, let's have a look at this. I think it was Milkman's targeting. Milkman basically didn't micro his units, I think. And the infantry from Bet just wrecked. The Merles are hover MLRS. Bet had a Boris. That's true. Bet did have a Boris. That did help. But I feel like the MLRS could have targeted the Boris or just the infantry in general instead of targeting the tanks. So a bit of Bet having the right units, but also Milkman maybe not using his units in quite the right way at the right time. Or like optimally. We'll pour one out for the Milkman. The salt! The salt! The salt.
Battle control terminated.
Gotta prepare it for that. If required. Okay, prepare that for later potentially if we find some true salt. So Milkman wins one with some cheese at the start. Well, not cheese. Some luck and some, you know, a good idea with not cheese. It's a you know, an unexpected random map infantry push with a small amount of infantry that just did a lot better than it should have done. I think the Milkman was expecting, clearly, in fact, because he didn't take advantage of it. You know, he just happened to take out Sinjal's only refinery. And Sinjal never recovered. Here, Milkman looking dominant and I'm losing. Because of army composition from Bet, and I think Milkman's targeting. Oh, we have another Milkman versus Bet. What I will do, again, I'll get its settings. UI scale. And that way, the thing in the top will be even bigger. All right, round two. Was this game immediately afterwards? Time was 2041. This was at 20. an 0-1. This game was 15 minutes, so I think this one was played immediately afterwards. This was played at 1 minute and 40 seconds past 9. This one was at 8:41 and went for 15 minutes. So yeah, they took like a 2-minute break, or they were in lobby for 2 minutes or so. Yeah, I meant dark because the group stages are how many games back to back? They're best of 5. Oh no, they're best of 3, right? Either way, I was wondering whether this was the one immediately afterwards or whether there was a game that we haven't seen. Because we can infer how tilted, how confident, how cocky, how depressed, miserable, and defeated players might be in follow-up games. Oh, just 2 games against each other, right? Oh, okay. Gotcha. So it's not a best... Yeah, it's not best of 3. It's points based on wins and losses, isn't it? Yeah.
Battle control initialized.
Either way. Milkman, coming off the back of an L. But he's an open RA guy. Well, he's an experienced open RA guy, so that shouldn't phase him. But we did see some salt as directed at CA. We'll pump it up to 200. I think this is better, right? We can see these a little bit better. I might even pump it up to max size. Here, scouting is easier, so flanks are less viable. Keep that in mind. Bet. Turning this into a training session against his opponent in a tournament. And says flanking's less viable as Milkman flanks him. I didn't look at how long the game was. Which I kind of like. It's like seeing a best of 5 or something, and then seeing it the whole VOD or whatever is only 40 minutes, and then you know that it's got to end probably 3-0, or you know when there's only 10 minutes left and it's 2-0 that, you know, there's no comeback. So, Bet's Rifleman coming back. Nice try, no cigar, Mr. Milkman. The dog was out in the yard today. Scared him away. How far can you zoom out? Almost like this. What am I playing it on? I mean, my monitor is 1440, so I'm playing on 1440, I think. So, like, almost whole screen. Well, sorry, no, almost left to right whole screen. Top to bottom, half. I like to be able to see the units going down. That's the only thing. Because otherwise, if you're like this, it's almost like the tac view from SUCOM. Like, we can look at it like this. But then if you're not viewing this on like a 30+ inch monitor, it's going to be quite small. If you're watching this on like a phone or a tablet, then you're really not going to see very much. Well, there's no engagements. That's a good point, actually. That is a very good point. Eco, Bet doing better here with the 1 fewer miners. I guess that's because these miners are getting stuck. Yeah, Milkman needs to put 1 miner on this. I think he mined it to death, and then all of the miners moved over here. We have 1 oil a piece? Yeah. 1 oil a piece. Looks alright on 85-inch TV. Yeah, yeah, well, exactly. Exactly. It's something that I've always sort of, you know, had to balance. People who say, oh, hey, yeah, I can't, like, you know, can you not play this on 1440 because it's really tiny on whatever device I'm using? Can you instead play this on 1080? I'm like, well, sometimes yes, sometimes no. Ooh. Look, man. Oh, crap. You know what we didn't do? We didn't look at the factions. Bed's still using Russia. Milkman now using Zocom, not Rapid Response Force. So Zocom hazmat suits equipped to standard. Drop pods. That thing we just had. That what right there. This is looking much better for Milkman, I think. Bet identical army composition. We got that 1 Katusha. Lots of rocket troopers. Milkman playing a bit more like me. Leaning more heavily into the mech. Infantry are IMO. Irritating to the point of useless when I use them. I'll use them, but it's no fun. They just insta die. Hate it. Dark saying, oh yeah, I did this mission infantry only. Took you 3.5 hours to do it. Took me 20 minutes. I was not salty about that at all. Milkman still struggling with eco a little bit, and he's going at this rate. He's gonna struggle for a while because he's expanded to every ore field he can. This is the very deep. This is deep in enemy territory. Which means his logical one would be this, which is miles away from his MTV. We have a tech center being built by the Milkman. These guys get scouted by the plane and the rifleman. Zone raiders, there are the CNC4 zone troops, depending on what route you go. You get can someone remind me about CNC4 when this game is over? Actually. Shit. I was meant to do that. This is deadly. Those Mars will eat those for breakfast, but you gotta fire on them now. No firepower upgrade or anything. See what I mean? Don't hit the tanks, hit the Mars! When does the CNC anniversary stuff end? Is it like tomorrow, or does it go for the rest of the week? Can't fucking remember. There's nothing from CNC4. There's 100% stuff from CNC4. Literally, your 3 zone troopers are all from CNC4. Which is, might I remind you, the best CNC game ever made. And your purchase of CNC4 helped fund an alcoholic beverage for me on EA's tab. Thank you very much, everybody who bought CNC4. You paid for me to have alcohol. Can't remember what it was actually. I think it was a G&T virus, which is like a custom gin and tonic. So thank you for that. Paradrop Tesla Troopers, nice. No Tesla Trooper upgrade. This is something that I talked about in the last game about Russia briefly. Pause it. And I was curious because it happens in other games as well where units are discounted. That's normally because they're not used, basically. And so a way of balancing that in multiplayer is to give one faction a discount on them to make them viable. We do see some shock troopers used, but no Tesla upgrade, which is interesting. It suggests that the Tesla upgrade is not that important from a cost benefit in that perspective. There's stuff I don't understand what that game is. Never heard of it, mate. So, Bet knows where that MCV is. Milkman does not. He does now.
It is I, Boris. Time to rock and roll.
This is bad for Bet. These buildings will get in the way and those moles will shoot over the top. This is really bad. Don't run away! It's a fucking BTR! You had perfect opportunity for the infantry. Target an online curtain unit! That was definitely a Milkman fail there, I'm afraid. That was, he lost that fight. It wasn't a Bet win, it was a Milkman loss. Inga's the original Devil Sea, if you didn't know. I did not know that, actually. My apologies. I've been giving Dark all of the credit. I will from now on give you all of the credit. I will continue to blame Dark for all of the like mistakes though. Don't worry. You did a great job, Ink. Zone Defender is the unit in CNC4. Exactly. But ours isn't based on that. Yeah. You sound like Power World talking to Nintendo's lawyers. Still forgotten about. They can do a lot of damage to that eco. Let's have a quick look at the eco. Milkman's, yeah, broke as fuck. But earn a lot more. What's the KD? Where's the like army deaths? Destroyed. So Milkman's done a lot with a lot less. Oil's still alive. Oil now dead. America would like to know your location. Nice. Like a man in a van, he gets the miner while he's running away. And the test troopers have finally been used. I think that's one miner dead. Child Protective Services flying over the top. Do save the other 2 miners. And the army value right now, Milkman, double the unit. Yeah. That was, yeah. Okay, I might have missed something at the end there. I thought that was a bit too sudden. Missed the IC. I didn't see that. But that would do it.
Battle control terminated.
I do feel like Bet played that better though. Like the last game. Who cares in Altera? Me up the 200%. We haven't seen Altera yet, have we? No. So Milkman, we've seen 3 games out of him. It does look like he's not got the most experience in CA. He's doing stuff that's a bit generic, like the infantry around the outside, good builds, but kind of not necessarily using units in the most optimal way, if I was to hazard a guess. So with a better foundation than his opponents, but less specific knowledge, which makes sense. I'm beating Bet there by, you know, using that basically macro ability across the map, and Bet messing up. Anyway, who cares? Indeed. And Altera, did I play with Altera? I've definitely played with Who Cares. Who Cares is definitely ranked in the top.
Battle control initialized.
Milk One? I know Milk One. Wait. Who Cares hasn't gone scrim? I thought Who Cares was a scrim player. I thought he was a scrim boy. He's an old head. Yeah. He taught me how to cast combined arms. So please feel free to file any complaints to him. Who Cares playing any? Okay, right. So let me see if I can remember what Who Cares said. Paraphrasing: if you go any, then your opponent cannot see who you've gone until they find your units, right? Your opponent can't hit escape and see what faction you are. There's like as a question mark. So Altera's entire build at the start has to be generic, and he has to scout. I think the second you find any unit, the question mark on the escape menu turns into that faction, which is quite a clever feature, I think. Either way, you then click on that unit and you see what faction they are, right? But Reaper has absolutely no clue who Cares is. So he could be rushed by Nod buggies and bikes. So Altera has to play ultra defensive and ultra generic at the start. That's a big advantage of Russia, of going any. That is what Who Cares told me. If you disagree, again, feel free to file any complaints to him at whocars.notme@gmail.com. Reaper 17, on the other hand, is Reaper 17. Reaper tripods, do they still get air? I don't know. I've obviously only ever played campaign, really. Only a little bit of multiplayer. Obviously in CNC3 they don't get air. I have a feeling they don't get air apart from the Storm Riders. But they get air. Oh, okay. Boo, mate. Reaper up. Reaper 17, horrible faction in CNC3. I despise it, and I was forced to play so many games as Reaper and still hate it. I call Seed, but they do the Reaper tripods are disgusting, absolutely broken. So we'll see. We will see. Oh, it just fits above my camera. This isn't too big. It's not distracting for people, right? People like it big. That's what I've been told. What are we looking at the oils here? Oh, we've got gems. I think this is the first time we've got gems on a map. In the corners. 2 oils, 1 each side, so safe oils. And a hospital in the middle. Screen Storm Riders were broken last tournament. I was looking at the Dark showed me the sort of win-loss overall stats a few weeks ago, Inc. Showing how OP and broken Scrin were versus Nod, which are very much not. Hey God, how you doing, buddy? And now Altera knows Who Cares is. Hospital spawns medics. Nice spacewalk. Wait, is it? Oh yeah, and there's a healing radius. I forgot that. So really powerful for infantry. Conveniently, a graveyard right next to the hospital. Not morbid at all. And a castle. This is clearly Transylvania. It's clearly a vampire hospital church. Yeah. What are we looking at in terms of ego? About the same. But Who Cares? Looking confident, looking dominant here. And if we look at the army size, yeah, 3 times Altera's. Lots of imp. He's gonna lean into this heavily. MCV move. Storm Riders didn't need to reload. We're a lot faster and more tanky. And AA was weaker. You mean like CNC3 Storm Riders? Interesting. We'll keep an eye on that one. No expansion yet, but he doesn't need to. Not really. Does need more eco. Yeah, he's on 2 miners. He held off building that wall for ages. And he's got no imp in the middle? Wow. Interloper. I like this. I like this from Altera. Spreading units around the map. Scout, see if there's anything coming his way. But then it means he can attack from like 17 angles. Yeah, offline power. You've got power though, buddy. Why are you offline? I don't get that. Oh yeah, Altera's on the offensive here. Run away? Why not reposition over here and fight? Look at that stream of warriors. I'd love to see that engineer use. I fear it's been forgotten. I'm broken in this tourney so far. Nice. Oh. What I'm not used to, and it's clearly perfectly normal in combined arms. I don't know about open RA, but it's not. There seem to be pauses and breaks in the game. It doesn't seem quite as fluid. Like the battles are bigger for sure. I think it all has to come down to this boy here and this thing. But compared to RA2, and I think even CNC3, things tend to combat tends to be more fluid. I'm not used to that. Not a good or a bad thing. It's just that's why I keep saying, oh, why isn't he attacking? Why isn't he attacking? Why isn't he, just reposition and attack? Because if you lose, I'm used to it not really mattering too much. Best player just got the the exploit's been found. They're just waiting to hold. They're just not using them until they need to towards the end of the tourney. Lots of shock troopers. Oh, the Devastator. The big boy. I think Altera's cooked. This, sorry, who cares is cooked. Altera has, a perfect counter for, who cares. All of this imp dies to, Corruptors and Devastators. What's your answer to flying? I mean, well, it's mixed, isn't it? Oh, don't. Yeah, hit the imp. Hit the imp. Don't hit the BTR. Don't hit the BTR. Why would you hit the BTR with your anti-infantry unit? I don't get this. I don't get this. Why aren't people targeting the infantry with their anti-infantry artillery? I must be missing something. Am I out of touch? No, it is the players who are wrong. But yeah, who cares is broke. Uh-oh. Intruder detected. How'd he get in? Intruder window. Any? Whoops. Audio muted. Crap, I didn't know that was a button. And Altera now with over double Who Cares' army. Lost? Pretty close, actually. What will make you play more cautiously? Yeah, that's true. Vigress found an OP combo of units and just ruffles his way to victory. Yeah. Well, you can do that when you're playing, you know, 4, 5, 6 hours a day, 4, 5, 6 days a week. Oh, this is a disgusting power, by the way. Spawning a storm column. Like, considering you can't rebuild lost buildings in areas where you moved MCV, this is so powerful. Both offensive and defensive. You can use it to build a defensive in a place where your MCV isn't. Temporary. Still devastating. This is talking of devastating. Did he pick the engineer up? Maybe it died. Where did this come from? Base race time. But I'm afraid... Wait, what the fuck are you? Stormcrawler. A mobile storm turret. But it's like siege. I think who cares? It's cooked. The end you cap the oh yeah, no, of course he capped the portal. This is the scrim player. Force shield upgrade. You didn't target down the one unit that could kill you? But we have a war factory. We don't. Ooh, but we do have a grav stabilizer. What is their production? Who cares? Like massively low power. Altera building capital ships. Not bothering to build a war factory. He's like, no, I don't need it. Even though he has money. don't chase the harvester. It's a waste of time. The's no ref nearby. I thought who cares was gonna send it like over here. This is still a problem. You're kill it with the what? Nice defense from who cares, but I feel like it's too little too late. This is not dying. It's not dying. Oh my god, it's dying. This is so tanky. He bought engineers. Of course he did. This is such, it's such a scuffed up game. Altera wins. But please. I feel like he was overconfident. This has to be from overconfidence. No, you're gonna lose the carrier. It's a siege tank. No. No. Good. Alright, now get a war factory up, good, and build fucking corruptors. That's all you need. He's only got infantry. Burster. It's a Baneling! This is gonna be a help. Turrets, yeah. Shard walkers? Not corruptors. Okay. More turrets? You're not broke, are you? No. Where's the turret production? Why are we building a mothership? Force shield. Oh. This costs 3k, by the way. No. What am I watching? The fuck was this? And then you see no reinforcements. This is all he's got in your base. You could no more production for Altera. Still burning flames. Who cares wins? Absolutely despicable. What the fuck was that game? What the fuck? Snatch the beat from the jaws of victory, yes. What in the hell? That's a tournament opener. Yep. Oh no, it's so stupid. Oh, who cares? Teaching moment. You thought I was dead. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why I even said this, didn't I? That's why Altera didn't kill the top. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, boys. You always play till the end of the game. Keep building like your opponent has a base. You keep macroing. Keep producing. You keep scouting. Do everything. Alright. That was a good one. All right. Agi versus Oops. Who was the one that we were asking about Smurf last time? Was it Oops? Or was Oops the established player? No, Inno was the one that we weren't sure who it was, right? Inno. Yeah. Only 2 Storm Riders would have done more work. We'll
Control initialized.
watch this, and then we might jump to Inno's one. Pause. Who do we have? We have Zocom versus any. Okay, so I won't repeat myself about the advantage of going any. We do have the 2 best factions. Zocom versus ARC. Who won last time in this matchup? I want to say Zocom. Yeah, Zocom player went firepower, ARC went the search and destroy upgrade, and Zocom won. That was Milkman versus, I'm sorry, I've forgotten everybody's name. It was one Milkman lost, I think, and Milkman was ARC. Let's see how this one goes. Energy. Hospital, gems. absolute sadist made this map. That's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. Okay, well, that's why that's why you can't see those. There's neutral gap generators. Gems. Nice microing the miners. Microing, sort of. Yeah, the Guardian drones. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, yes. Okay. IG sees it. Yeah, you can't fight the towers. Yep, suicide for it. Oh, close. One on each, by the way. Oops. I'm gonna call them ups. I'm sorry. Otherwise, it makes it sound like I've made a mistake. Ups moving over to this. Interesting. Okay. Agi over on the right, getting that. Those robo tanks, Guardian drones. Basically being annoying and taking away the APM for IG. Not speed back down now. Eco, pretty solid for IG. Oops. Late move over here. Kind of punish him. Nice. Building up so you can put a ref there. I think this is obviously a little further away from his base than doing this. You have to move all the way from here. But obviously it's more sustainable. It's a bigger patch, right? That. Yeah. That. Yeah. This. And you get access to this a lot more easily. Hey, Pyman. Just feed proving an existing nuisance suppression in case they tried to resist. Excellent. Thanks, Pyman. God. 99% of the things that Pyman does, I have to research what the hell he's talking about. And then 99% of those, I still don't understand. But what he does seems to be God's work. We're very lucky to have him, chat. Ups. Nice chunky army. I like this. A lot of tanks. A lot of tanks. This is my kind of playstyle. This is a good army. IG. Also with a good army. But fewer tanks, so it's not as good. By definition. A couple of miles would be nice. A couple of miles would be nice. Counts the infantry. Like 3 or 4. This is gonna die. And IG isn't doing anything about it. Tech center's up. No tech center yet for ups. Production. Flak armor. Ups are going. Both players going for the Mars. Got bombardment coming out for ups. No. Ooh. The Orca bomber. EMP bombs. Very. Absolutely devastating, in fact. Huge plays by IG. And yet another huge play. Good lord. Ups. I think we'll go back to calling him Oops from now on. Heaven forfend. What a great choice of unit there. So something that might have happened before, but I didn't notice. Players not using rally points properly. Please rally point your units to a sensible place. Don't have them mass and then go and grab them when you lose a fight. Because there's a chance some of them could reinforce your fight. A Merles targeting the inf. Very nice. See, like this. Reinforcing a fight. Ups to be one of the most consistent players, very good at the basics, so doesn't need to rely on sketchy stuff. Let's see if it's still the case. IG has super weapon of ion cannon. He does? Wait a minute. Does Ups not even have a... Oh, yeah. Advanced Comm Center. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 6 minutes on that. Thank you. Good point. What's the eco looking like? Yeah, Ups in trouble. That fight. Yeah. I mean, I don't think anybody would have expected him to lose that. Very nice plays from IG. There was nothing Ups could do. And there was no reason to kind of expect it. Oh, look at those weak and defenseless miners. Oh, cryo upgrade.
Time to rock and roll.
No? Okay, IG's gone defense. He's gone the defensive of the line. Why isn't it showing up? Why when I click on these units, they're not showing me that they've got like the firepower bonus? Because it did on other maps. What? Where? Hang on. Where is the commando? I feel like it was up here. We'll see, because something's about to blow up. There's your zone defender, a unit on this game. See? See, chat? Zone. Oh, damn it. Focus. Oh, well, it's a zone defender anyway. Clearly, CNC4 is in combined arms. But that's a good thing. CNC4 is the best CNC game ever made. Miles. Why aren't you hitting the end? What am I missing? Zen advantage, of course, you get from the hold the line bonus. Bombardment bonus gives you like zone, not raiders. That's the search and destroy. It's like zone attackers, whatever. Well, that got spotted.
That was left-handed.
As the commando. Oops, in a bad position right now.
Rock and roll.
Earned about the same. Income, we'll call it round about the same. Bit of an advantage to Oops. Less than 10%, but more than 5. Ouch. That hurts. Oh no. Fine. Rafi can... What are the chances? My beautiful disruptors are no longer OP. But they do demolish buildings. And much to my disappointment, they don't kill units in front of them. Like, their own units. Now, see, okay, look. Now it's showing me tier 3 damage upgrade. Tier 2 defense upgrade. It wasn't doing that earlier, right? Why was that? I'd selected a medium tank. Are there any left? Yeah. Weird. Depends on zoom level. Yeah. Got it in one. And look at all of that money IG is making. Oh, it's only 10% of enemy unit value. So, that's huge. I had this discussion with Who Cares. He vehemently held the position that it's completely inconsequential. I do some friendly fire, but not totally disruptors. I see. No refs over here anymore. Interesting, one thing I've noticed, which I was wondering if we'd see, is players building a second MCV. It's like a minute build time, I think, right? Minute 7 seconds, 57 seconds, something like that. Which is the same as 4 mediums, give or take. 3.8 mediums. The fact that no one's done it in a relatively high, in a sort of, well, open to anyone, but we've seen some very experienced players here, so we'll call it high level, I will say high level games, implies that it's just not something that works. But it's interesting. Because in a game where you can only build around your MCV like CNC4, yet again, another aspect of the greatest CNC game being used in Combined Arms. You would have thought having 2 MCVs would be really useful. One, you can use one as an outpost while you're still building, right? And 2, you can build in 2 places. What upgrade are you put? Oh, well, you must have put, yeah, you must have put superior firepower on that, right? But no, you had superior firepower before you built the upgrade center. Because IG doesn't have an upgrade center. And he still has the defensive upgrade. Well, unlike single player. Where you need to put like the, oh, you need to put level 3 on those. You need to put level 3 on them. Yeah, no, never mind. Ignore me. Which is why he has level 3. No, he doesn't. He only has level 2. Okay. He'll get production. Are you not building anything? Ah. Whoa. Upgrade center. Okay. That's bad. It won't kill it though. It will kill it. Oh. Oopsie daisy. And this is in such a good position. He's completely cut Oops off. The positioning is beautiful, and this is causing problems for Oops. He's shooting the disruptors, not the imp. The imp are then damage. The imp are acting like damage sponge, right? So Oops's tanks are doing nothing. They're attacking the imp, and the Merls are attacking the disruptors. And I don't know if it's AI targeting priority, because it's what we've seen in other games. Again, I don't have enough experience in CA to say that it's a mistake. These guys obviously played it far more than me. But it means I'm missing something. But but players are losing because of it. I just don't quite understand. I mean, Oops had already lost, obviously, but... There are 3 levels of each side. Yeah, it was Dark. I thought it was level 3 because it's 3 bullets. And so there's no Roman numeral for 1 when you're on the level 1 upgrade. So I saw the 3 bullets and I thought it was level 3 firepower upgrade. That's my bad.
Battle control terminated.
Okay, I've got time for one more. This is a short one. Let's go with this one. You know, playing as Black Hand.
Battle control initialized.
SSM discount, free howitzer upgrade, black napalm, all your standard CNC3 black hand stuff. Infantry and flame, and then oh, but they both went any, so neither knows who they are. And then we got rapid reaction force. So Inno is very good. And, well, very good. Inno is beating people that a new player shouldn't necessarily beat. I don't know if people worked out if it was a Smurf or not. Or if maybe they just have experience from other video games. Tengu? No idea who Tengu is. Rifleman being pumped up by both. This is the same map as we just saw, by the way. So 4 oils on the map, 1 apiece on the side, and then well, actually 1 apiece in the middle because it's blocked off. Why do people call him Tengu and not Tengun? Because Tengu is easier to, it rolls off the tongue more easily. I should call him Tengun. You're right. You're right. Alright, so this was a 7-minute 50-something second game. 10-gun tank. Right, so 10. Oh, actually, I'll call him gun tank. That's the easiest thing to say. 10 can get confusing. What are we looking at here? Humvees? Flame troop. So we got an interesting infantry ball here. Army values about the same. Eco. Gun tank is floating a lot of resources. Why? Well, no real reason why he should be. Maybe it's just he's got good eco and Inno hasn't. Is Inno actually placing these laser turrets? No, he's not. I approve of this. He's pre-building them and then cancelling them when he's broke. Absolutely ideal. Should do that in any and all RTS games. Always have a pillbox or whatever pre-built and then cancel it when you're broke. There is literally no excuse not. There's no reason not to. The APM requirements aren't even significant. 2 recon bikes will get caught. Black hand troopers. Good anti-vehicle and anti-building, but not so anti-infantry. Like, you want regular flamers. If you can take out a miner here, that'll be huge. And an RT? Hey, we got 3 minutes left before somebody wins. I don't know who wins this. Eno doesn't have much. Tengun has got, I think I got their names, I got the players mixed up earlier. Yellow is obviously Tengun. He's got a solid sizable base here. Eno kind of all over the place. And has sort of very little to no map presence. There are 5 players from China in this tourney. IG, Foxgirl, Stromberg, Tengun, and me. Call him T, you can't go wrong. Also, the second game is pretty funny. One after this. Just got hands, man. Eno's now broke. Why'd you take this fight? He doesn't have anyone near enough. Tengun is scary. This doesn't look like any kind of CR game we've seen so far. This kind of base walking and base building looks far more targeted, far more aggressive. And whilst also being solid. Okay, that's... You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of an RE2 build. Alright, this is over in like 1 minute, isn't it? Hey, Tengun needs more like... Oh, his eco's collapsed. His eco's absolutely collapsed. Too aggressive. That's how.
Battle control.
Alright, there's a second game.
Terminated.
Okay, which is the second game then? 23-minute long. Okay, bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I will order some food instead of making food, and I'll stream this last game. Oh yeah, that was good. Everything around 25 minutes. Well, that works. I'll order in 5 minutes. Okay. Well, let's go with Inno versus Tengu number 2. So it's currently 1-0 to Inno. Oh, it's a mirror matchup.
Battle
Interesting.
control initialized.
Oh my god. It's a little bit dark, isn't it? Right. Collector 73. Atomizer leads greater coalescence. We've seen Collector 73. But mirror matchup. And they both went any, so they don't know this. What are we looking at in terms of oils? Is it oil rich? 4 oils. 1 high ground, 1 low ground. But pretty clear who should get what. Interesting. There will be a denial from Inno. No? Oh, is there like a gentleman's agreement? Alright, so infantry back and forth. Tengu with more, but that's probably because he's got the disintegrators, right? Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Double clicking selects both sides. I like that. So the warrior value is in Inno's favor, but when you include the Tengans? No. When you include the disintegrators, it goes into gun tank's favor. Inno wrecking one of those oils. Now have the walker, the gun walker. I wonder if there'll be 9 more of them. Then it can be 10 gun walker. Okay, that was bad, I'll admit. That was really bad. Also interesting, Inno not getting these gems. Oh yeah, those disintegrators are gonna hurt. Okay, this is kind of an all-in then out of Tengun. And Inno is nowhere near in terms of his build radius. He can probably build something here. What's production become? Power plant? Where is that power plant going? Are you building it here to try and... Oh no, you don't need to actually, do you? Why wouldn't you go and hunt, like, you know, unlike... He can't use these anymore. There is no production here. You can leave the refs alive. They're just a power drain. Oh, wait, no, there's money held inside, isn't there? Yeah. So, Inno's cash should have dropped. Now you build a racks and you capture these. Oh, he doesn't know he's up here. Dude, you saw the miners. You saw all of his miners pathing up here. Surely you would know. If he's not GG'd, you know he has a base somewhere. And he either has nothing. It's either his miners are not in his base, in which case he would have GG'd, or they went to where his base is. But I appreciate the little scout. I just like separating army to do that. You don't send your whole army to scout. Now, you build a racks, and you build 2 engineers. And capture those 2 oil derricks. 6 minutes. We've got another 17 minutes of this game. It ain't over. Eno's about to pull off one of the greatest defenses you've ever seen. Or Tengu is going to throw this so hard, NASA's going to offer him a job. Power. Yeah. But behind this, you've been macroing, right? You've got like rafts and everything, and these gems have still not been eaten. Oh my god, I know. You're just giving your opponent so much cash. Yeah, and Hyper, you can, like, this plays into Tengun's playstyle from the last game. It's kind of, hey, it's not an all-in at your opponent kind of. I mean, it sort of is an all-in at your opponent, but it's not a crazy suicide all-in. It's a planned, controlled push. This is going to annoy me, and if Tengun loses, I'm going to blame at least 49% of his loss on not capturing these 2 oils at the 5-minute mark. And then we can do the math and work out how much money Eno got from that over the course of the rest of the game. Hell, that defense might have been funded by those 2 oils. That was perfect defense by Eno. By which I mean he lost absolutely nothing. On the hallway, not to walk into a line of plasma cannons. Yup. They ain't bad. Siege? Okay, Google. I don't know about that. I think it's way too late to build Siege. Way too late to build Siege. No. Because, if he built Siege earlier, maybe, but I don't think he could. But it's too late to build Siege. You basically, wait, Tengun. Tengun shouldn't build Siege because he can't actually break Eno's army. Right? Look at this. Eno, if forget the guard towers, Eno's army beats Tengun's right now. Means Tengun shouldn't be building Siege. I think Tengun should be macroing. You have a line across the middle of the map. You control 90% of the resources on the map. Eno is getting away with fucking murder right now. That should not be. That is inexcusable. Why? Both are collectors, so no corruptors for both players. Oh, that's true. I don't think Tengun should be looking at trying to kill Ino right now. I think it's way too early to be thinking about in-game strategies. And I need to order that pizza. Because I don't think he can kill Ino's army, which means Siege is like you won't get into position. I think you guys, two devs and two pro players can disagree with me, and I will retract my opinion, and then make it look like that was what I believed all along. If Tengun wins, so it's the role of commentator, guys. Yeah. See? Siege would have been useless. No artillery there whatsoever. No base fences there whatsoever. And Ino's army wrecks 10 guns. He needs some way of cracking Ino open first. And I don't think he does that with what he's got. I think macroing and starving Ino out is the way. It's like in the perfect setup for a macro game. He has got an atomizer, which is not artillery. Anti-tank. I like this. This is good, actually. Yeah, go after Ino's eco. Perfect. Wait, we need more eco? Yeah. This is careless. What are they doing up there? That might have been a misclick, actually. There's no way that should be used to attack the harvesters when you've got dedicated AT units. Map control is huge, but there needs to be more automatic. Yeah, that's true. Can somebody tell me what the numbers are on an oil? This is income per minute, right? What's the income per minute on an oil rig? $400 a minute. So 800 a minute coming out of these. And Tengun knows they're there. And now Ino has broken out of the cage. He's everywhere. Hit up the imp. Very nice. I don't think this has been scouted at all. I don't think Inno has any idea there's an army up here anywhere. I wouldn't have these at the front. Well, I'd have them very far at the front. Because if Tengun sees it, he'll send units to deal with it. Yeah, he attacked too early. Maybe? Is Tengun going for a base trip? No, okay. He thinks about it, and then he sees quite how much there is. Devastate is doing work, as are the 4 gun tanks. Still not 10 though. Target EAT. Yeah, mine is getting caught out in the open. And you know, his colony ship having to retreat there. But Tengun getting wiped out at the bottom. Inno played this very well, but it ain't over for another 8 minutes. I think Inno wins this, but he's gonna be broke, right? One of the things that's come out of this is Inno obviously got pushed all the way back, and Tengun mined all of the ore in the middle. Tengun, sorry, now has ore to fall back on. Iberium to fall back on. That is CRA player. And Inno has no ore to push into. Apart from that top patch. Four Harveys. Not enough. He's got bank. What's your production? Okay, 5-minute mark. Over 8k has gone to Inno from those 2 oils. Eight. 7% of his total money earned. Huge. Huge. Nerve center's gonna go down. This whole base is going down, actually. Do you see? He was going down, went up, went back down. I don't know if that was a misclick or if he kind of thought, oh, I can hold. Oh, no, I can't. Now, Inno, what do you do next? Mothership. Actually, probably a good idea here. You have a lot of units. Mothership can do some serious damage. That's a lot of value. Lost the same amount in terms of destroyed value. Oh yeah, I can recharge nearby storm riders and innovators. I see the storm riders though. This is Inno's lifeline. I think you split the army here, which is what Tengun's doing. Send some up top. And then put the rest here. Or here if you're feeling ballsy. Okay. Tickle, 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 Mr. Miner. Tengun's playing a little bit too basic unit, I think, at this stage of the game. You're 18 minutes in. We're only seeing warriors out of him. A good over a third of his army value is warriors. Annihilate tripods and packs. That's good. That's what I like to see. No eco for Inno now. No, 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 no. Well, get them all ready, then go in. Inno can't hold this. It's over. Calling it now. Both players round about the same eco income, but that Inno's that average is based off past minute. So training minute. So Inno's number is gonna drop as he's now not mining anything, whereas Tengun sitting comfortably. Pull back a bit farther. Nice. Even if that dies now, value. Annihilated tripods are coming out, and this is over. Hey, Papa. Very good defense from Inno. But Tengun playing with fire there. GG. Wow. GG.
Battle control terminated.
Oh, that was a good one as well. I like that. Okay, so how many did we get through? Got through all of these. We didn't do this one, did we? No, we didn't. We did do these two. We did that one. That one. So we did about half. Got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to go, and we've done 8. Those were good. First ones were pretty standard. Those last 2 or 3 were a little bit more weird and wacky, is what I'd like to see. Some very nice plays and some very big mistakes. It's always good. I'm gonna go and have some food, and then the rest of today I'm gonna do commence on Rubicon for the Tips on Anniversary event. I'm gonna do some campaign for the first like 2 hours with Crimsonium telling me about what he's done in the mod, and then we'll do some multiplayer with Crimsonium and the other dev testers. Got a dev build. I've never played Rubicon before, so I don't know what's new in the dev build versus the public release, but the missions have all been reworked heavily apparently. And what else? Might be 1 new mission, 2 new missions, can't remember. Yeah. Tomorrow, tomorrow, Age of Mythology multiplayer with Croc, 2v2 ladder in the afternoon, and then in the evening, If I, depending on what time I finish Rubicon tonight, I will try and finish off the last 2 missions of the new DTA campaign, and then I'll come back to this on Monday evening. If I don't get a chance to do this Monday evening, I'll do this Tuesday afternoon. That's the plan. And then Fading Dusk during the week, and more replays of this. Now I would have caught up. GTA campaign? No, DTA campaign. Dawn of a Tiberian Age. I've never played GTA. Never played GTA. Surprisingly enough.